The Divine Abodes. The Divine Abodes, Brahma Vihara, are like places to live, Vihara, that can keep us safe from the defilements. How do the Divine Abodes do this? The original meaning of the Pali word for clinging, upadana, is fuel, like the fuel for a fire, firewood. Clinging is the fuel that keeps the fires of the defilements, greed, anger, and delusion burning. Clinging is attaching to sensual things, views, rules, and rituals, and the belief in a personality. To the extent that we cling, we continue to suffer and do not experience any real happiness. We do not make any progress toward enlightenment. If clinging is like the fire of hell, loving-kindness, metta, compassion, karuna, sympathetic joy, mudita, and equanimity, upekkha, the Divine Abodes, are like the clear, cool air of heaven. 1. Loving-kindness is looking kindly at all living beings. It is having friendliness to all without any hatred. Loving-kindness is a loving acceptance of ourselves and all living things. We wish ourselves well, and we wish all living beings well, there being no exceptions. In loving-kindness there are no preferences. Everybody should give it, and everybody should get it. 2. Compassion is the desire to help by making less the suffering of someone else. As a commentary on the Sutta Nipata 73, Samyut Nikaya 128 explains, Karuna is the desire of removing bane, destruction, ruin, ahita, that which is not useful, suitable and beneficial, and sorrow, dukh, from one's fellow men. Compassion, though, need not be just the desire to remove the suffering of others. It can also mean actually taking action to do something about this suffering. 3. Sympathetic joy is the opposite of the desire to win for ourselves. Sympathetic joy is being happy about someone else's good fortune. It protects us from the jealousy, anger, hatred, and accompanying suffering that come with thinking about only ourselves. 4. Equanimity is living a life of balance. It is living a life in the middle. We are not influenced either by the pleasant or by the unpleasant feelings that arise in our mind and heart. Equanimity is avoiding any grasping of one thing rather than another. We say about whatever happens to us, that's alright, it's neither good nor bad. We accept our world the way it is without worrying about what the future will bring. If, for example, illness strikes us or a relative dies, we do not lose heart. We live in harmony with a world that is empty of a self. This does not mean that we do nothing to make the world a better place, but it does mean that we recognize the limitations of what we can do, and we do not get upset if our efforts do not always work out the way we would like.